太危险了！刚刚还有一台货车硬开过去，害大家摩托车都倒了。
哎，归还，只要归还物资。
On Thursday, July 25, 2024, Typhoon Gaemi made landfall on Taiwan's east coast, bringing heavy rain and strong winds across the island that have left 2 people dead. The super typhoon hit Yilan County in eastern Taiwan around midnight local time on Thursday, 1600 GMT Wednesday. The Central Weather Administration said. The typhoon had brought heavy rain and strong winds across Taiwan before its arrival, killing 1 driver in the southern city of Kaohsiung, who was hit by a falling tree, and a woman in eastern Hualien. Authorities said more than 200 people were injured as of Wednesday evening, while more than 290,000 homes were left without power, disaster officials said. The wind and rain continued to intensify, threatening parts of Taiwan and the outlying islands of Penghu, Kinmen, and Matsu, it said, urging the public to be on high alert. Gaemi then crossed the sea and headed towards China, where it is expected to bring further heavy rain.
太危险了！刚刚还有一台货车硬开过去，害大家摩托车都倒了。
According to Reuters, Gaemi made landfall around midnight, Wednesday 16 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time on Taiwan's northeastern coast in Yilan County. According to Taiwan's Central Weather Agency, this is the strongest typhoon to hit the island in 8 years and brought wind gusts of up to 227 kilometers per hour, 141 miles per hour, before finally weakening. Further rain is expected across Taiwan. It said offices, schools, and financial markets were closed for a second day on Thursday. Railways, including the high-speed line connecting northern and southern Taiwan, will be closed until 3 p.m., 7 o'clock Greenwich Mean Time. All domestic flights and 185 international flights were canceled today. According to government data, 2 people were killed and 266 injured by the typhoon. Taiwanese television stations showed images of flooded streets in cities and counties across the island. China's weather agency said Gaemi would pass through Fujian and head inland, gradually moving north with lower intensity. But forecasters are predicting heavy rain in many areas as the storm moves north. Government officials have been bracing for heavy rain and flooding, with warnings in the coastal provinces of Fujian and Zhejiang in the west of Taiwan's main island. We expect the impact of the typhoon to continue for 4 days, until Friday, said Cheng Jiaping, head of Taiwan's Central Weather Administration. Schools and offices will remain closed for a second straight day in several cities, including Taipei, with authorities anticipating the bad weather to continue across the island. Huge waves crashed on Taiwan's northeastern Yilan coast, while strong winds whipped rain aside and sent out flying debris. A fisherman named Su tied up his boat in a typhoon shelter at a port bustling with boats. "I'm worried about the typhoon. My boat is my means of making a living," he said. Government offices were closed and streets were deserted in the capital Taipei, while some shops guarded their entrances with sandbags to prevent potential flooding. Taiwanese chip giant TSMC, the world's largest chip maker, said it would maintain normal production and it activated routine typhoon warning preparation procedures at all its fabrication plants. On its way to Taiwan, Gaemi also worsened seasonal rains in the nearby Philippines, triggering flooding and landslides that killed 6 people. People trapped by floodwaters were rescued in Quezon City, Metro Manila. Typhoon Gaemi struck the Philippines, complicating the usual rainy season at this time of year and triggering widespread flooding in Manila that turned streets into rivers. Photo: Ezra Ekayan/Getty Images. Landslides killed 6 people in provinces around Manila, police and disaster officials said. Gaemi is expected to cross the strait later and hit China's eastern provinces of Zhejiang and Fujian, where authorities have issued a red storm warning. In Japan, weather officials on the southern island of Okinawa advise residents to exercise strong vigilance for storm surges, high waves, and flooding. Taiwan is used to frequent tropical cyclones from July to October, but experts say climate change has increased their intensity, bringing heavy rain, flash floods, and strong winds. Human-caused climate change has increased the incidence of the most intense and damaging tropical cyclones, although the overall number of them has remained flat globally each year.